It's the Happy Hippo Harmonium channel here, and today we're going to be looking at half steps, whole steps, what an octave is, and we're going to be applying that to the C major scale. Now, when you watch this video, if you look at half steps and whole steps and you think to yourself, why do I even need to know this? Just trust me, learn it, it'll make your playing so much easier. It can be a bit boring, but I really recommend it. So let's get going and let's learn this thing. Let's have a quick look at what an octave is, and then we'll have a look at steps, and finally we'll apply that to the C major scale. So, take C here, the note C. When people say you're playing it an octave up, you're simply playing the next C in line. So C, C. That's an octave up. Then when you play this C an octave up, you're playing the next C that comes along. That's that C. What that means in physics terms is that this C has twice the frequency of this C. But really that's unimportant, as long as you understand what an octave is. You can go up an octave, or you can go down an octave, from here down to here, that boat-like noise. Now when we look at half steps and whole steps, what we mean is this. So, take C here. If you go up one note, just one note, from C up to here, that is considered to be going up a half step. From C up to C sharp, that's a half step. And then from C sharp up to D, that's another half step. From D up to D sharp, half step. D sharp up to E, half step. E up to F, half step. There is no black note here, so you're simply going from E to F, that's a half step. And so obviously, two half steps make a whole step, and this applies for the whole keyboard. So if I go from C to D, that's considered to be going up a whole step, because I'm going from C to C sharp to D. And that's two half steps, so that's a whole step. Now don't worry exactly right now about why that is the case, or what's the purpose of knowing this. Just trust me, if you know this, learning scales is so much easier. And learning scales is quite important because then you have a lot of flexibility with where you play your music. So, in order to apply this, what I recommend you do is practice it on the C major scale. I'm just going to show you the C major scale. It's very simple. I'm not going to talk about why it is the C major scale. So, C major goes like this. C, D, E, use your thumb to come around. F, G, A, B, C. And that's the octave. And then down again. C, B, A, G, F. Use your middle finger, come around. E, D, C. And while you're playing this, what I recommend you do is, in your head, say what you're doing. So, first of all, learn that pattern and, play it up and down with your fingers. That'll get your finger maneuverability increased. And then what I recommend you do is say the half steps and the whole steps. I know it's boring, but I so recommend you do this. So, C to D, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, octave. Just in your head, remind yourself that that's the octave if you're unfamiliar with an octave. And not only will you learn the C major scale and improve the maneuverability of your fingers, you'll also begin to understand what steps are, and you'll learn what an octave is. So do that, and we'll see you in the next video, and hopefully you'll be able to understand even more. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you managed to understand what was being talked about. Again, if you have any questions, no matter how stupid you think they are, please ask and I'll do my best to answer them. In the next video, we are going to be looking at scales. So you've now got the information you need to understand the scales. If you put that to practice, the next video shouldn't be too hard.